Leo, welcome into your reading. This is a timeless reading. If you have clicked onto this video, it is because I always ask Spirit Guide to guide the right people to come and get the message that they are willing to share at this time with you. And you are here, you've clicked onto the video, so there is definitely a message or information that you need to get at the moment that you're receiving this video. So let's get started and start out with some oracle cards for you, and then we're going to get an idea of what is going on here. Okay, interesting. So we've got the Lady of Lightning coming in for you. Okay, this is interesting, and I think if you are in this video, Lady of Lightning can be unexpected events. Okay, so maybe there's a reason why you're here. Surprises, you see, sometimes shock, total, wow. Okay, because I see the other oracle cards, total paradigm shift. So there is something coming here, Leo, into your world that is going to happen very unexpectedly. It is going to move you into a new direction. It is going to maybe even give you a little bit of in Afrikaans we say a bit of a skrik, okay, a little bit of a fright, and you may actually get a bit surprised, you know, about certain situations happening around you. Usually, when these sort of events actually take place, it is because major life changes happen sometimes like that. Sometimes major life changes don't happen slowly but surely, especially when there is a total paradigm shift that's going to take place. It can happen in the most uncomfortable time of your life, and it can happen when you are not ready for it, because life will happen when it happens, not when you are going, I need to have ABC amount of money in my bank account, then life can change. No, life is going to change in the moment it's going to change, and sometimes you may not be prepared for that. And when it does usually change to what I'm seeing here, it usually is a very huge life change. So let's get into some tarot, and then we're going to move into let's go straight to the other oracle cards. I feel like there's something happening here. The total paradigm shift, surprises, and sometimes shock, okay? Then we got the river here. Yeah, I'm going to show you why I'm showing you this, because I find something quite interesting. And the other oracle card, river with movement. So this makes me feel like the energy of what's going to happen here. It doesn't make me feel bad. It actually makes me feel kind of safe, okay? Because if you follow the river, you're not going to get lost. The river is already carved out, so there's already a river there. The water has been running for thousands of years, okay? And the path that you are now going to be going on is a movement. This should remind me in the tarot of cards like the Knight, because the Knight in the tarot is movement or action. So this is that moment where either you're going to be doing something, or things are going to be happening in your life, and you're going to almost be like pulled by the current of the river, and it is taking you somewhere. Okay, now, so I find this interesting. Then we've got here crossing bridges, okay? So it's like you're on that river. Wait, let's do like that. You're on that river, and this river is absolutely taking you somewhere. I feel like whatever is happening here, it's almost like you need to get yourself ready, because this could be totally unavoidable, okay? It's not a bad thing. I really feel like there's a real major life change for you. We've got crossing bridges here, which is on the river. So as you move forward here, I think there's going to be moments as you move forward with this big change that certain ways of you being and certain things that you may be doing might lead you to a point where there's almost like no going back. Because when you cross over that bridge, you may burn the bridge behind you. He's also carrying a little lantern there. So he doesn't know where he's going. So the lantern now is lighting his pathway into this unknown territory. But I feel like once he crosses over that bridge, the bridge is now going to get broken down, or it's going to, he's going to burn the bridge when he crosses over. So there's no going back, almost like to your old life. This is what makes me feel like it's like Lady of Lightning. It's like, whoa, this is now what's happening. Okay, so this is what's happening. It does say here, it's a time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So you see, you are moving forward. This is a real serious change for you, very big change, Leo, because You're healing from a lot of things from your past. You are now making new connections to different people, different situations into your future. You're also going to be maybe saying goodbye to some people, and, you know, not in a bad way, with the mending energy. For some of you, I'm just hearing, I keep on picturing also like a relocation for some reason, like maybe really leaving really far where you live, almost as if you're literally leaving your country and you know you're not coming back. It's like, if I leave, I may not come back for the next 10 years of my life. I'm literally leaving. And you may have to go, maybe say goodbye to some people. Some people maybe that you maybe had some issues with at some point. You're going to kind of like be like, yo, I'm just letting you know that I'm leaving, and, you know, wish you well. And it's not going to be a bad like thing. It's going to be like saying goodbye even to the people sometimes that you were not so getting along with. You know what I mean? Then you're going to let things go. You're going to release here. A card has fallen down. I'm so glad to see this card, because it's a little bit of a scary energy. I do see that, kind of like, okay, what is happening? So I'm very glad to see the cards that I'm noticing here. I'm very glad to see. Okay, I'm going to take out every card that I saw, because when I see it, I can't deny I didn't see it. Spirit guide will always be like, don't pretend you didn't see that card. And sometimes when I'm shuffling, they take it out again anyway, maybe in the other deck. So just to make sure. So what I see here so far, it looks very good. The first card coming out here is the Six of Pentacles. Very good. I'm finding something else. It's almost like you're moving from you're actually being moved to better. The situation that may actually surprise you in the beginning and may make you go like, oh, what is going on here? I kind of feel like it's actually not a bad thing. I really feel like this is actually very good for you. Okay, interesting. Look at that. The Hermit comes out underneath the crossing bridges. Wow. Okay. Wow. You're going to learn a lot from this experience. I feel like this is a first card out is like a promise. I'm going to get a clarifier out for it. This is like a promise to me. It makes me feel like, Leo, understand that you're going to get what you want. Okay, it's actually what have you been asking for in life? What kind of life have you been asking to have? And this river that you're going to be moving on, I feel like they're letting you know that it's going to be taking you in the direction of something that you've always wanted. It's not going to be unfair to you where you're going. It's really going to be fair with the Six of Pentacles. There's also going to be like stability and money flow and those kind of things there. So you're not going to a bad place. I feel like when this moment takes place, it does leave you questioning a lot of different things. I feel with the Seven of Cups coming in here, and I do notice the World card on top there as well. Look, it's almost like you may travel somewhere else in the world for some of you guys. But the Seven of Cups, it makes me feel like the moment when this event takes place for you. And it's almost like leaving you a little bit confused in that shock energy, looking at your life and thinking, what now? I mean, something has really drastically changed. So what now? What do I do? And all of a sudden, you need to make new choices and new decisions here. Certain things you're going to have to look at and be like, okay, so I'm going to have to move forward here. And that means I'm going to have to leave maybe where I live, or maybe I'm going to have to say goodbye to some people. But really, I feel like you're definitely going to be needing to make some new choices here. And I feel like the choices are not only practical things that you're going to be doing. It's almost like you're going to be rewriting how you feel about yourself, or how you identify yourself as being, and the world that you find yourself in. It's like now I feel like I'm not going to be in that world anymore. So it's almost like I have to rethink who I am in some kind of way and how I fit into the world again in a new way. So it's very interesting. What I love so much, when I saw this come up, I was very happy. The Six of Swords shows that you are being spiritually guided. The Six of Swords is always spirit guide, or your ancestor, or your angel, or whatever you call it. It's all umbrella term for the same sort of energy. You are being spiritually guided. They're like by the river, okay? They definitely know where you're going, and they are taking you somewhere. So you don't have to feel as if you are lost, or if you are going in the wrong direction. You're actually going to somewhere better than where you're coming from with the Six of Swords. And I'd love to see this King of Wands. I'm actually so curious to see what card is going to actually go with the King of Wands when I do the clarification. The King of Wands for me is just, oh man, it's all about creativity. It's about inspiration. It's about feeling motivated. It's about feeling excited about your existence. That the main energy may be you really focusing on almost like rebuilding your entire life. But you're not scared at this point. You're actually pretty excited. You're pretty excited about changing things and moving forward and just doing so many different things. So there is a whole bunch of like excited energy, inspired energy, motivated, passionate. It's all good. So I do see you getting excited about something. Okay. Trusting this journey is going to cost a lot from you. I think you got two cards. I've got to show them at the same time. The Hermit with Virgo's energy, as well as the High Priestess. Both of these cards are very spiritual. The Hermit usually means having to go within, having to maybe look at your own inner strength and find answers for a lot of things that you may be asking, like the Seven of Cups. The answers that you need are within. So you have to really look inside of yourself and go, you know, for me, I would say, because we're looking at cups here, I would say look inside of yourself and say, what actually will make me happy? Is this going to make me happy if I move in this direction? And kind of go for that energy. The Hermit card, I feel like it's also tied to the crossing of bridges here. I do feel like it's you actually not being in connection with the same energies anymore. You will be kind of like isolating yourself, maybe not intentionally, but it's the part that you'll be walking away from maybe a certain way of being, away from certain people, of certain situations that you are in life. I feel like you're moving away. And then you have to use your High Priestess vibes, okay, and trust the unknown. Follow your intuition. I want you to see the card nicely. Follow your intuition. Trust the unknown. There's a third eye there as well. Move forward, knowing and having faith that this is your road and this is where you're meant to go. Even though sometimes there's always a point in time where when we do something new, we step into that over that bridge, you know, and we got a lantern like guiding us, and we don't see very far because it's dark, so we don't know kind of where we're going. There's a point where you don't know actually like what's around the river bend, you know, you can't see there. And you may go, I wonder what's there. Is everything okay? Is it going to be okay? And then the High Priestess comes in and goes, you have to trust the cycle. You have to trust this road. You have to trust this river and where it is taking you. And there's no evidence at all that can say, oh no, it's taking you there. It's not like it's GPRS, you know, it can tell you the minute you're going to arrive even. No, this is real trust in God situation, you know what I mean? But they are guiding you with the Six of Swords. You are being guided. You are being taken to where you are meant to be. Okay, King of Cups, you've been taken to your happiness. King of Cups, you're actually being taken to a place here. Maybe, I'm just going to say what I'm hearing Spirit Guide saying. There's been a lot of events sort of like happening around you in your life where you haven't been the King of Cups, where you've been actually really unhappy in certain situations, maybe even now. And this priority has really been put on the like high priority for this journey of yours. It's really tied to how you really, really are living in your life. And I'm just, for some reason, feel as if it may not be that way now. You're really not, you could be putting up with quite a lot. There could be certain situations that you just feel like, I am not happy. I feel like somebody out there is, you're even saying that to yourself. Even go, I just don't feel okay. I don't feel happy in this life. And, you know, you're asking for something and you're going to receive that, okay? So let's have a look and see what comes up here. Yeah, the Empress coming under the Seven of Cups. The Two of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. The Four of Cups with the King of Wands. The Seven of Cups again. Yeah, a lot of choices you're making. And a new beginning, Page of Swords. There we go. So with regards to the Seven of Cups, you do have an Empress. So I was telling you, you know, the cups means emotion, and it does show up here. Your happiness is being put into the highest priority of what's going on here. It's how you feel. The Empress is what you choose now in these Seven of Cups is what you're going to be birthing into your life. Okay, I can see what's exactly going on here. It's really a reading where they're telling you really focus here on what is going to really make you happy. Even if it means you have to cut ties with people, you have to cross that bridge, you have to relocate, you have to make the change. If you think that this is going to make you happy and you know, like, okay, these things are not making me happy, so let me not choose that. Let me at least choose things where I go, okay, I think I really would love a new start. Then this is what you need to be looking at. This is what you're going to be birthing into reality with the Empress. And not only that, the Empress as well, one of the older sayings of the Empress is literally, she wakes up every day, and the Empress's story is basically, how is she in her reality? And when she wakes up and then she gets ready to go do whatever she's going to go do, and then lunchtime, she's having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, having lunch somewhere, and then she comes home or she's at home already. Whatever you're doing throughout your day, on that journey throughout your day, how are you? That's the Empress. Bottom line, are you okay in the world that you live in? And this is tied to that Seven of Cups, really showing, really look at it from that point of view. I think you're at a moment here where you have been given an opportunity to actually make some very big changes. Do not be afraid of this. I think this is really a moment where you'll be able to really change your life here. So don't squander that moment that comes in. The Two of Pentacles, they're literally asking you to be patient while the change is taking place, while you're in the movement energy, to please actually just trust the process at that time. There will be a time here with the Two of Pentacles tied to the Six of Swords as you are being moved with the Two of Pentacles, that you may feel insecure, that you may get a bit worried about finances, or will I be able to balance this out? Am I actually going to be able to get this right? That kind of, I'm not really sure where I'm standing kind of feeling. And really with the Two of Pentacles, it's really asking you to please just hold on, because something is going to be shown and revealed to you. This is a true test of your faith here, okay? And they're going to say, like, your emotions, while you are moving into this new creation of what you want to be creating, they're kind of advising you a little bit, don't cry over spilt milk. That's what the Four of Cups literally means. She's got a cup there in her hand, and he's like not looking. He's looking at the Three Cups at the bottom here, and she's like, yeah, it's your new life, but he's kind of looking at the past. So they're really saying here, especially because this is like clarifying the King of Wands, they're really saying it's time to let go of a lot of things from the past. This is also part of your healing as well. Interesting, it's another river. Look, it's another river. So it's almost like as you're on this river, there will be times that you kind of like go, I'm scared to move forward, or I don't really maybe want to let go. I want to hold on to something from our past, especially the pain or the hurt or your story. And they're saying there's a time here that you need to start actually focusing on the future instead of really looking more into the past and where you're coming from. This is really a crossing bridges situation here. So it is going to happen. There is going to be something here that changes everything for you. Don't look back anymore. Really look forward to the King of Wands, into the energy of what you are going to be creating. Okay. With the Hermit card here, tied to this, clarifying the Hermit card, Seven of Cups one more time. We've got the Seven of Cups now twice in your reading. It's all about new choices, new decisions, new beginnings, and what you should be creating. They're again saying the same kind of thing with the Hermit card, because the Hermit card, like I told you, is let's go within. So really make these choices not from external, especially not from other people's ideas. Okay, so mean looking within, you know what you need to be doing for yourself. And you may go, or even involuntarily get advice from people, not even go ask advice. People may offer their advice to you, or even think they know what to do. Like your parents who are very well-meaning, your brothers and sisters, your friends, your co-workers, whatever. And you may be going, I think I need to do A, B, and C as I move in this new direction. And people are going to come in there and they're going to be like, no, maybe you should do B, C, and D, and F, And you're like, that's not really what I want. I like that. So really make the decisions from within inside of you about what it is you want, especially with regards to what will make you like happy. It's almost just somehow reminds me also of somebody, when you leave school and now you're going to go back and study, and you're thinking, you know what, I feel like I want to go study art, because I feel like that's what I love. And then you get everybody around you going, no, don't do that. You're not going to make any money. Go and study accounting, or go study finances or whatever. And you're like, that is so far from who I am. But fear can also step in and be like, yeah, but maybe I will starve, if I'm doing art, you know what I mean? And so you need to make your decision from what is really that you love. We have moved into a time now. We moved out of the time of like practicality in that energy. We're moving into another time of Aquarius now, and we've actually been in it for about 100 years. Really, it really has been affecting it for quite some time, coming in very slowly, and it's almost like you really got to be unique now. You got to be different in this era. You got to stand out. You got to be unique. You got to follow your heart. You got to follow your destiny over that feeling of the old patriarchal rule where you need to do A, B, and C in a block like this, and you're in that little block and you do that because you need to survive. We're really moving out of that era into creativity and into modern times where the internet is there. It's changed absolutely everything for good and bad. And I feel like you need to be moving into a new era where what you love doing is actually going to be what you need to be doing. Because the age of Aquarius is Aquarius. So Aquarius people are very, very creative, very unique. They're innovators, they're inventors, and that's where we are moving into. So we need to ourselves step into that kind of energy of being unique and different and really following our hearts. So you're going to be going there with the High Priestess. Okay, clarifying, you have a new beginning for yourself here. I love the Page of Swords coming up here, because you may be a little bit concerned at this point in time, needing to have faith about where you're going, but yeah, you don't need it anymore, because now the Page of Swords is all about practical energy. It's all about thought. It's all about movement. So you're going to be having some brand new ideas here, and you're going to be taking action towards what those ideas are. And you're going to be thinking of some new things and new directions, and you are going to be moving towards what that is. And this is the moment where your new life really begins. It is going to be you completely leaving behind some old aspects of who you are. Like a new you comes out. You're going to be leaving behind maybe some people. You're going to be leaving behind like almost like the everyday reality of how you live is going to be altered and shifted in some kind of way. And you got some new thoughts in your mind about where you're going, and new plans and new goals. It's almost like you're rewriting your story, and it's going to be a new beginning, a new chapter for you. And there you are, moving into it with the Page of Swords, a brand new energy, making some plans and taking actions towards what that is. I love this energy so much. So I feel like you should get ready for some changes. Don't be surprised. You remember this reading, maybe save it, somewhere. And then when it happens, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, let me go back and watch that reading so that I can, when I know what's going on, and see how many things make sense at that time with this moment that you're getting it now. Okay, there we go, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.